Alrighty, this is the treatment group video for Zack Bergen. Zack Bergen, age 27. I am Dr. Taylor Gabel. The differential diagnosis for this was histrionic personality disorder and narcissistic personality disorder. Let's see. And we ruled out histrionic personality disorder because of the more grandiose elements of Zack's personality and the attention seeking in his general belief of how special and how entitled and his preoccupation with unlimited success, power, and beauty. So, anyways, the primary diagnostic features for this disorder are a lifelong pattern of grandiosity, a need for admiration, and a lack of empathy, which manifests in a sense of entitlement, belief in one's specialness, and arrogant behavior and attitudes. So on to Zach's story. Zach's 27 years old. He came in because he was recommended by his family's physician. Because he claimed to have feelings of depression and he was thinking about killing himself. But when he shows up to the clinician to be analyzed, he's 15 minutes late, then bursts in with all flamboyancy, like, "Hi, I'm here, aren't I great?" And when the clinician asks him, like, why he was late, he just kind of chuckles and laughs and says, like, "Oh, don't worry, I'm well worth the wait." He's dressed very sharply and flamboyantly. He then proceeds to like whip out this briefcase full of like headshots and DVs all about himself. He seems to think he's gonna make it in as an act that he's gonna be famous, and it's only a matter of time because he's just that great. He's said he's gonna become an actor, but doesn't really even care about acting. He's just because you have to be famous for something, so he just kind of expects it to show up because he's such a phenomenal human being. Um, a line that summarizes it pretty well is, "I want to be famous just for being myself," whatever that means. And once casting agents see me, I know they'll pass me because I know they'll pick me up because I'm just too good to pass up. Um, he was in a relationship, but he's single now. He's a gay man, and so his boyfriend, uh, he just found all these faults, and he wasn't fabulous enough for him. He dressed too casually. He was embarrassment. He just like lists all these shortcomings. He's like, "Oh yeah, the sex was great, but he was just a slob." And you kind of get the feeling that nobody would be good enough for this guy. Um, so he's going to focus all his attention on becoming famous. Um, his family history involves an alcoholic father and a very passive mother who neither of which really paid much attention to him. Um, he was picked on in high school for being gay and slight of build. And the second he actually started working out and he got kind of built and jacked, and that's when the bullying stopped. He got out of his hometown the second he could because it was too podunk for him. Um, and they were all jealous of him because he was so great. Um, kind of these delusional beliefs that people were just jealous of him, and that's why they were being mean to him. What else? Is there any more relevant information? Now that about sums it up. Alright, so on to the multi-axial diagnosis. Um, Axis 1 is none. Axis 2 is narcissistic personality disorder. Axis 3 is none. Axis 4 is bullied during school years. And Axis 5 is a GAF of 62. The theoretical perspective that are relevant are the biological perspective and the family perspective. The biological perspective being one study has found that abnormal brain structure may contribute to narcissistic personalities, or Zack may have a lowered amount of gray matter in the areas of the brain that correlate to empathetic response. And then the family perspective goes, Zack's narcissism is possibly the result of the cold and unresponsive parenting he received as a child. His father was an alcoholic and hardly present, while his mother never stood up for herself or Zack. Parents failed to provide mirroring, thus robbing him of the experience of abandoning his egocentric and grandiose thinking. Very complex talk. So yeah, that's Zack. Um, ugh.